Hello everybody! As all of you know, one of the most important things in our businesses are our employees. And in this video I want to talk with you about 7 different ways how you can find a virtual assistant, it's called VA, for your eBay dropshipping business or for your e-commerce business at all. So I'm Lior Pozin, I'm owner and CEO of AutoDS, and let's start with the first one. So the first one is Upwork.com. Upwork.com is a site of freelancers of many different niches and many different types of works. The good things with Upwork is that they have a time tracker and a screen recording software. So when you work with someone from Upwork, it's very easy to give your VA the option to work with you and to track the hours directly from Upwork. Also, all of the payments in this site are going to Upwork, which is very comfortable and very easy to work on this way because it's very automatic for you. When your employee, when your VA just put the hours in the site, once a week the money goes to him automatically. So it's great for us, it saves us a lot of time, and we have here the screen recording feature. Some bad things about Upwork. The bad things here are that all of the money must go from Upwork, and Upwork takes very high fees for this. The fees are going from 275% from us, from the person who pay, to 5% up to 20%, which Upwork takes from the freelancer, which means that it increased by around 25% the prices. So this is why the Upwork is not the cheapest site to find virtual assistants. But still on this site we have tons of ways. I think that this is the biggest site of virtual assistants and of freelancers at all, from very different places and different niches. But still it's more expensive, and from the other side we can see that the virtual assistants are good. How we can know it? Because in Upwork they have you can see how much this virtual assistant already did profits from Upwork. So if someone did like $10,000 and he has 95% of positive feedbacks or something like this, so you can know that this person, this freelancer, is a very high quality and you want to work with someone like this. The next site called Guru.com. Guru.com is a site which is very similar to Upwork. It's just much cheaper and has much less freelancers, but you can search on both sites and check which of them you prefer. I personally work only with Upwork. Even if it's more expensive, it still saves me a lot of time, and this is why I'm using Upwork. So this was the first 2 sites. They pretty similar, but now we will go to some other types of sites. The next option is Online Jobs PH. This site is only for Filipino freelancers, VAs, and the good thing with this site is that the prices here are very cheap. The reason for this that the prices are cheap is because the site doesn't take any money from us for the payments. We pay not from the site, we pay directly to the freelancers. This is why we need to pay them directly by PayPal, and the minus here is that we need to purchase a time tracker software like Time Clock Wizard or HubStuff, something like this. So the benefits of this site is that they have a lot of very cheap freelancers because they don't take any fees. They have a lot of different freelancers who already worked with eBay and eBay dropshipping, so you can find they are very high quality people, but you need to check their scores and feedbacks and reviews. The problem with this site is that for the free subscription, let's go to the pricing first. For the free subscription, you can't really check and contact the freelancers. So if someone, you can apply a job, but you can just see that people applied to your job and made offers, but you can't really check who contacted you, and you can't really contact this person. So this way, actually, it's not really practical to work with this site without paying them any subscription, while Upwork and the other site are free. On this side, the subscription, the minimum subscription, which can really work for you cost $70 per month, $69 per month. Sometimes it's worth it. I know that a lot of big dropshippers like this site and work only with this site because they just purchase a subscription one time, finding their employees, and then they just close the subscription on the site. So you can work with this site, you can work with Upwork. Upwork is easier but costs more money for the long term, for the short term, but for the long term, this site, the online jobs, is much better because you pay just one time to find a freelancer. So here it's better for long term, Upwork is better for a short term. So this is the first three sites: online job, Upwork, and guru.com. Now we'll go to some other ways to find virtual assistants. The first way is just go to Facebook, go to any dropshipping group. For example, you can go to the group of AutoDS and just upload here a post about, hey, please, I'm searching for VA, any VA available here. Now, this method is very interesting because on this method you can find people who already worked for other people. Maybe these people already know strategies which you don't know. I saw a lot of freelancers, a lot of VAs who know a lot about dropshipping, and they have really interesting strategies and ways of work. So in many cases this way may be the best way, because first of all it's free. The second thing is that these people will be very experienced. So if you upload a job in AutoDS, it's a very high chance that this VA already worked with AutoDS, and then you can just contact them and it will be much easier to start. The next thing is groups in Facebook, like this one, Virtual Assistant Network Philippines. This option is also a free option, but it's a bit dangerous because you don't really know the feedbacks, you don't really know the experience of the people who you will find here. So if you go from this way, you just need to make a very long interview and to ask your virtual assistant a lot of questions. So this way you can really know that when you work with someone, with this VA, he will be really suitable for your needs. Otherwise, if you don't ask him questions and you don't do any trial and very long interview, you can really have problems in your business because you don't know who will come from this group. From groups like AutoDS, for example, you know that the person already worked for someone else in AutoDS. You can ask me, you can ask the other guy, and you can check how was this virtual assistant. So this was about the Facebook group. So we had two types of Facebook groups, one of companies or dropshipping tools. One actually it can be also just general groups like, I don't know, eBay Dropshipping Mastermind, for example. You can go to this group. This group is huge, so you can just go to this group and upload a post there. And there are also many different other big groups, so you can just use them, and you can be sure that people there are already doing dropshipping, and just make an interview and check them. So one is general dropshipping group, the second one is virtual assistant groups. We have three different sites also, like Guru, Upwork, and Online Jobs PH. The next option of how to is a site which called talent.hubstuff.com. Hubstuff is a program where you can track the time of your employees. So what Hubstuff did, they just added an option to find virtual assistant here. It's very cheap here. Actually, I think it's almost, I think it's free. Actually, this site, I never used it, but I just checked it and I saw that you have here a lot of freelancers. You can just write here eBay dropshipping, and you will find many very cheap and very experienced eBay virtual assistants. You can see here for $3 per hour, another one $2. It's amazing. Usually prices for a virtual assistant will be between $2 and $5, so just search for something in these prices ranges. The next option, and this is option number 7, and this one actually I don't like personally, because I like when my virtual assistant, the people who work with me, are working with me and not with someone else. So the option is virtual assistant training companies. There are third-party companies who just taking a lot of virtual assistant, they put them in the office, or they are doing a remote training, they teach them, and then you can just go to these companies and ask for a virtual assistant. I don't like this option because one thing is that these people, these virtual assistants, are working for this company. They don't really work for you. So first of all, the prices are higher, and the second thing is that they will work on the ways that the company teach them. So you want to teach your virtual assistant for your methods, because the methods which these companies usually teach, I don't say that all of these companies, but most of them are very generic and not really working anymore. It's like old methods which they just teach them in the past, and then this virtual assistant like always working with these ways. I prefer and I suggest you to learn how to teach the virtual assistant, and I will also create another videos about this, and then just work with them directly. I hope that you like this video. This was my 7 tips about how to find virtual assistant. Write in the comments if you like this video, if you already have virtual assistant, and if you find it with one of these ways, or do you have any other way. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel to be updated with the next videos. See you on the next videos. Bye bye.